Hi, this is Ted Kelly with another Ted's Hospitality Minute. Hey, today we've got a great guest on. His name is Walter Barela. He's with Peak Hospitality. He's going to come on and tell us all the great things that they're doing out at Peak. He's also going to probably tell us some of the lessons learned that we've gotten through 2020. And it looks like things are starting to brighten up now. And we want to be, hey, what's it look like at the end of this tunnel and the light, right? Hey, Walter, good morning. Welcome aboard.
Good morning, Ted.
Tell us a little bit about you and how you got in the hospitality business.
Okay, well, I'm out in Albuquerque, New Mexico. These days I get a lot of grief for being Walter from Albuquerque because so many people watch Breaking Bad that's filmed out here.
Right?
But yeah, hospitality is just kind of in my blood. You know, my parents actually owned the Cottage Motel on Route 66 in 59 when I was born. So kind of came by it naturally, although we moved out of it into the restaurant industry. And in college, like a lot of kids, the last thing I wanted to do was the hospitality industry. The easiest thing for me to do as a part-time job in college was the hospitality industry. So once you get in it, it's hard to get out. I mean, it's a wonderful career. It's a wonderful industry. I tell new people to it all the time. It's called the hospitality industry. So myself as a GM, I love talking to guests. I love helping them with information. I love helping them to their room with their luggage. If you have a problem with that, it's probably not your industry. My last name is Barela. I'm Hispanic. I also sit as a board member of the Latino Hotel Association. And I always joke around that the hospitality industry is made for Hispanics because growing up as a lot of minorities do, when people come to your house, man, you make them a cup of coffee, you get them a piece of coffee cake. I mean, that's what we do. So we're made for it. But my sister actually started everybody in the hotel business going to work for a local hotel in Albuquerque while she was in college, and got my brother a job actually as a bellman while he was in college. And then my brother was actually a front office manager or rooms division manager at the Atlanta Hilton when I graduated from high school. And as a gift, he bought me a one-way ticket out to Atlanta and a job. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah, so it was kind of just a nice college job. I mean, being a bellman is a great college job. Being a desk clerk is a great college job. And studying gets a little tougher. Being a night auditor, working graveyard work's great because you can study and go to school during the day. So it's just a great career. A lot of groups ask me to talk because, again, I am a minority, and now I actually not only have Peak Hospitality in a partnership with my brother, Theo Barela, who does our day-to-day operation and oversees marketing, and a person who's like a brother to me, Joseph Will, is our CFO. So we're the three principals of Peak. I handle all things development, attracting, that's business development, attracting management contracts, also developing projects, building hotels, selling hotels. In '08, started Sky Investment Property Advisors, which handles receivership for hotels, and that became a big business. I thought it was going to become a big business this year too, but no, with the COVID Relief Acts, SBA jumping on board, helping with PPP loans and such with hotels, that really has kept the industry afloat. And you know, I last year I was getting just tons of emails with opportunity funds starting up. Just, you know, the buzzards were circling, the sharks were circling, thinking they would be able to get distressed hotels at a bottom dollar. That never happened. It just didn't happen because PPP loans and disaster relief funds just really have kept the industry afloat.
I'm glad to hear that because I know we were preaching it and promoting it on our segment to say, hey, make sure you go, apply for the PPP funds. There's a second round coming. I mean, we tried to keep it out in the front as much as we could, just so folks knew kind of what was going on. So I'm glad to hear that on the backside, the end result side is that you haven't seen a lot of folks losing their property. That's great news. And that's a compliment to all the guys that were doing all of the hard lobbying in Washington to make sure that they were getting funds passed down to the hotel ownership group.
Yeah, I also sit on the American Hotel Lodging Association National Board. And, Chip and his crew have worked extremely hard, as you say,
Yeah,
lobbying Washington, and they're not
yeah,
done yet. So, so it's good. But yeah, and the best thing is, I tend to be a person personally who's very, you know, adverse to debt. But at least the debt that's been put on the hotels is digestible. I mean, they are doing it at a low interest rate, 3%,
right,
time, 30, 35 years. So,
right,
they're going to give us time. Smaller properties, limited service properties, mid-tier properties, you know, Comfort Inns, Holiday Inn Expresses, Hampton Inns, Courtyards, those kind of things. Their recovery is going to come a lot quicker. I mean, we're actually starting to see it in like our Holiday Inns, Comfort Inns, and even Clarions, where vacationers are starting to travel. There's a lot of cabin fever out there. People just want to get in their car and drive and go someplace.
right.
And with the vaccine, herd immunity, we're really starting to see that levels are coming up. Here in New Mexico, we're still at mandate of 75% occupancy. The 25% occupancy mandate almost killed us, but again, with the help of PPP and
Right, right.
reform, we're okay. It's the large full service convention hotels that we're worried about in the industry, because convention hotels book short-term booking is a year. It's usually 3 years out or so. So, the outlook for them to recover is really sometime at the end of 2023, because people are just now starting to think about booking for 2022 and 2023. You're not going to see a lot of bookings here in 2021. Although within the hotel industry, we're trying. Alice Conference is going to go in July. A lot of the various other conferences that I attend are all looking to go in July and August, May. Actually, one starting in May. So we're trying to practice what we preach. Let's get out on the road.
Right, right. That's an interesting concept at this point, because there are folks that are really just jumping at the bits to get out and go somewhere, and then there's some of us that are like, yeah, I want to go. Is it safe to go? Should I get on that airplane? Should I not? I'm trying to get the vaccine. I'm one shot in, waiting. Try to get to the second one here in a couple of weeks. But I do like the enthusiasm and the energy that's being created around folks getting vaccinated, and the fact that folks are feeling more comfortable, at least driving to locations, right? And maybe booking a weekend here or there, so that they can get away and kind of start, getting a comfort zone with trying to get out again. Like I've said before, I don't know if I'll ever really go away from a mask anymore. It seems like it's like at least the precaution you ought to keep, for the time being anyway. But, I do like the energy and the enthusiasm that the vaccine is kind of ushering in to folks, and how they're trying to get back out and staying in hotels, because that's really what we need, folks to go somewhere and stay in a hotel. And, heaven forbid, I'd love to see the business traveler come back, right? Because a lot of our work is really tied up in folks wanting to consider capital spending. And I think that's a direct tie to the business traveler traveling in that Monday through Thursday kind of window, so that they've got occupancy during the week. So, but yeah, you're absolutely right about that. So, are you guys primarily located in New Mexico for your properties, or do you have properties all over the place?
Well, we pretty much have properties all over. It's kind of strange because we are based in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I guess there aren't a lot of corporations based in Albuquerque. Most people assume that we are just a Southwest company, but no, we manage hotels from one end of the country to the other. For me personally, when I started with Hilton, like I said, the Atlanta Hilton, San Antonio Hilton, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, Hilton. I was the corporate director of operations there for a long time. You know, Pickwick in San Francisco, Olympia up in Salt Lake. I mean, pretty much across the country. So, and my brothers probably run more hotels across the country than I have. So, no, we manage hotels pretty much every place. People tend to bring us things in the Southwest, Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, Colorado. We did just sell one off in Arkansas and Oklahoma, so we're not there anymore. But we have looked at developing hotels in South Carolina, and I'm not giving that up yet, as I have a daughter who moved from Valdosta, Georgia, down to Fort Walton Beach, Florida. She's a captain in the Air Force, graduated from the Air Force Academy. My son-in-law is also from the Air Force Academy. So it'd be nice to be able to develop something in the area to give me a reason to go bugger more.
Awesome. Now, when did your daughter graduate from the Air Force Academy?
2015.
Okay. So just a little connection point there. You and I have a connection at the Air Force Academy because I've got a son that's at the Air Force Academy right now. He's a 2023 graduate. So, you know, kudos to her, and tell her thank you for all that she does for us in the Air Force.
Oh, for sure. And her normal response is thank you for the support. So what a lot of people don't know, at the Academy, every cadet has to be an athlete, right? So what does your son do at the Academy?
My son's a football player.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Super. And what's his first name?
His first name? Zion, Z-I-O-N, Zion Kelly.
Oh, okay. I'll look for him because I have to follow Falcon football now. But
no, I'm hoping that this year we'll have a normal season. How about that? Where we can start in the fall and finish in the heart of winter, and obviously beat Army and beat Navy, right?
Absolutely. So, well, I love talking to you, Ted, and I would love to do this again some other time. And there's so much to tell about the hotel industry, development wise. I mean, which direction we're going. I know we didn't touch on any of that, but what is going to be the redevelopment area in the hotel business? There's been a lot of extended stay, redevelopment of some hotels that aren't going to make it through COVID. A lot of them are being redeveloped into apartment complex, and there's plenty of lending for that. There's still not a lot of lending for acquisition, and there certainly isn't a lot of money out there for development of new construction of hotels. But I do see a bright spot. I do see it slowly eking up as the job market continues to grow.
Right.
So there is hope.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're gonna keep the positive vibes going between you and me so that it does spread across the industry. So Walter, tell me, how do folks find you if they need to get your expertise?
All right. Well, the easiest way is go to our website, Peak Hotels. And Peak is here in Albuquerque. We have the Sandia Mountains, and the top of it is called the Peak. So PEAK hotels. Make sure it's plural. Peakhotels.com, and you'll see my picture there, Walter Barela. Just click on it, and that's my email. It's just wbarela@peakhotels.com. And would love to talk to anybody who wants to talk.
All right. Awesome. Thanks so much for the time today, man. We really appreciate it. Good luck to you. The best of 2021. And definitely let's stay in touch. We got a connection to the Air Force Academy. All right.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
All right.
All right. Thanks a lot. Take care.
Thank you. This is Ted with another Ted's Hospitality Minute. Thank you guys for joining us. Enjoy your day.